Hey crafty family, it's me, and today we are doing a video once again for the Creative Arts Collaboration #event Love Summer Art. I'm sure most of you by now are used to seeing these, not just from me, but from many people who make videos every month during a certain time period with a hashtag in front of the title. That's the theme, Love Summer Art, and if you put the hashtag Love Summer Art, all one word, into the search in YouTube, you will come up with lots of videos to watch that all have the same theme, and they might be mixed media videos, painting, sewing arts, all kinds of things. You're going to find lots of things, working with clay, this, that, and the other, so many things. And the videos, the people that are involved in it, like myself, YouTubers, are allowed to put these videos up between May 18th and May 22nd, but the videos are always going to be there for you guys, so you could search for them anytime. So let's see. Today I'm going to do a really fun video for you guys to check out. Okay, so we're going to make a piece of jewelry, and we're going to make it out of some IV tubing. You know, IV tubing, that's what you get when you go to the hospital and get an IV. This is the tubing they use to pump the medicine in your body. Sounds kind of weird, right? But it really makes for a really cute piece of jewelry. And I will show you why and how we're going to do it. So what you're going to need is a piece of IV tubing. And, you know, you only need a small piece that will fit your wrist. And what you want to do is, like I did with this piece, measure it around your wrist. And hold it at both ends, okay? And make sure that you could slip your hand in and out, like a bangle bracelet, kind of. You want to make it kind of like a bangle bracelet size, so you could slip it on and off, because once we close up the end, you're not going to unclose it. You know, you're not going to undo it. So, since I have childlike wrists, I made a very small bangle because my wrists are so tiny. And then after that, all you're going to need is anything that you could fit inside of this tubing. And there are people that put so many, and this is not my idea, by the way. So many of you might have seen this already. This was around, like, I think, like in the 80s. I don't know. People used to make these. So this is nothing new. I'm not teaching anything new. I will show you the video. Hopefully I'll be able to find it again because it's been a long time. I'll show you the video in the description below where I learned how to do this from a lady on YouTube. And so basically what you do is you can get some fibers. You can use all different things, beads. You could take rice and you can paint them, or take some, put them in a little bit of them in the Ziploc bag and put a couple drops of alcohol inks and shake it up and get the rice all colored, and then you can stick the rice inside of your tube. Now you do need like a pokey tool. I thought I had something out, but apparently I do not. Let me see. Let me see what I did with it. I thought I had something to poke down in there. Oh, you know what? I do. It's wire. Hold on. Let me get it. Let me get it. You're going to need something that will fit down in there. So what I'm going to do is take some of this 16 gauge wire. I'm going to cut a piece about the length of the tube and keep it as straight as possible. I forgot to do this beforehand. And this will be my, if I can find it. And you're going to need something to shove down into the tube to kind of jam your stuff down in there. Something that'll fit down in there that you can use to kind of, you know, something straight preferably, that you can jam your stuff down in there with. So, I mean, you can also probably use a piece of colored wire and stick it in there and then form your piece like that. But I don't know the point of that anyway. Because really, it's meant for cute things. And I think I want to do one with this piece of fiber. And I think somebody did it, I think the way the one girl did it was like she wrapped it around here or something. So I'm going to try that and see if I can tie it to here and then push it through. But I don't know if that'll work. I forget how she did it. I probably should have watched the video. But you know how I am. So I'm not sure this is going to be any usefulness to me. So I might have to go look at the video real quick because I forget how she did it. But I know she did something to get it stuck in there and for it to be in there. The fiber. Yeah, I probably, well, let's see. It's going. Let's see if I can get it all the way. Not bad, not bad. I don't know if I can get it all the way in there. It's not going any further. All right. I'll have to go figure out how she did it, because I can't seem to get it in there. Let me go look at the video. I'll be right back, because I forgot to look at it before I started my video because I got so excited. I'll be right back. Okay, I figured it out. I watched the video. I haven't seen it in like a year. I've been meaning to do this for such a long time. So anyway, she used a piece of a coat hanger, but like I said, you can use wire. The thing that I forgot about was she used a little bit of baby oil. Well, she actually used a little bit of coconut oil, because that's what she said, but that's what she had. But you can use baby oil, you can use olive oil, whatever, and you're just going to put it around the stick, like so. Or you could dip it into the baby oil, like so. You just need a little bit, and you're going to stick this into your tube to kind of coat your tube with the oil. It helps everything go in better. So you get some oil coated in there. It's not going to hurt anything. Now we're going to add, you're going to take a skewer, like a full-size skewer, which of course I don't have. Yes, I do. You're going to take like a skewer, but you don't, this isn't a skewer. Never mind, that's a bigger stick than a skewer. Where'd the skewers go? Well, you know what a skewer looks like. I don't probably have to show you what a skewer looks like. It has a pointed end, and usually use it for barbecuing. You can get them at the grocery store. They're about that long or so. Well, this is one that I already cut, and I'm actually going to cut it in half one more time so that it's shorter, because you want a piece of bamboo skewer, and we're going to use that as our closure. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to get it in there, because this one's quite big. If not, I might have something a little smaller. Ivy tubing comes in a couple different sizes. This is actually a very small piece of, like, small in diameter. It's like thinner ivy tubing than what she was using. Hers was a little bit thicker, and I don't have that, but if you did, that's great. You can, you know, you can use that. If not, just use what you have, and you can just make it all good. So in order to make the closure on it, you would take the bamboo skewer and stick it in one end of this thing, which, see, I think this is way too big for this, unfortunately. Let's see, I've got something smaller. No. Story of my life. Never have anything I need when I need it. Alright, well, my next thing is, when you get your ivy stuff, it's going to be probably thicker than this. This is way too thin for the bamboo skewers that I have. But what I'm going to do is do a little stretching. I've got a paintbrush that fits into the end, and I'm going to jam it in a bit, and I'm going to like stretch out the tube. I'm going to let the tube stretch out a little bit, because it's plastic or rubber or whatever it is. It is hypoallergenic, so it's not going to cause, it's latex free. Let's see. Ugh. So when you get that on there, that's how hard it'll be to get your bracelet to come apart, is all I'm saying. So it's not like your bracelet's going to come apart. You know what you can do? You can sand it. Let's sand it down some and see if we can't fix that by sanding this down. Well, this is a skewer, look. See, it's got the point on the end, it's just colored. Let's try sanding down the skewer and making it thinner. So I'm going to do that for a minute and make it a little thinner, and then we'll continue. So that's an idea, if you don't have thicker ivy tubing, is to take your skewer, take a sanding block or sandpaper, and just twist it every few minutes on the sanding block and thin it out. You should be able to do that within a minute or two. It's already getting much thinner and I haven't been doing it that long. And then I'll take it and bust off a small piece because that's all I'll need. Let's see how that works. Look at that. See, it didn't take long. The thing is, we need to be able to get it in both sides when I'm done. So I may have to continue to sand this side a little bit. But for now, so that's an idea. See, we always come up with some sort of solution, right? But you only do one side at first. Now I've got sandpaper, or sawdust everywhere. So I'm going to clean this up so that I can do this without making a mess. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so once you have your little piece of skewer in there, like so, then you can start jamming things down in. Now, what I wasn't thinking of is she didn't jam the whole thing at once. She kind of did little sections. Like she would take it, she would take a piece of the thread, she would fold it in half, she would stick it in there in the beginning of it as best she could, and then took her wire and jammed it down in there like so. And with that oil, look how far it goes, really easy. And then she jammed it in there real tight. She like packed it in like that. This way you get, you know, a good condensing of colors, so you can do like different colors. So I've got this here, so I can make mine like maroon and white, and then I could put some beads in the middle, so we can do that. This is gonna get eyelash trim everywhere, but that's okay. So that we just did the maroon. Now I'm gonna do the white, and this one has a little bit of color to it in sections. But I'm gonna jam this down in there too. And then when we get to the middle, I'll put some beads in it, so it'll be really kind of cool looking. But yeah, you can jam anything you can fit down there. She used like mustard seeds. You can use spaghetti. This is a great project for the kids. Fabulous project for the kids. Look how easy that goes in. Once you poke that in there, and then you get it down there, all the way to the bottom. If I can stop, I need a piece of stiffer wire. If you have stiffer wire, it works better. Probably the coat hanger thing would work better. I don't have stiffer wire, unfortunately. So you use what you got. That's all there is to it. Let me see if I do have stiffer wire, because that's a pain in the ass. Honestly. I find it hard to believe that I don't have a stiffer piece of wire. Here. What's this? 16 gauge. That ain't gonna be any better. That's not gonna be any better. Oh well, I guess I don't have stiffer wire. That's all I got. That sucks. And I don't have a wire hanger, so I'm screwed. I just have to use this and suck it up. Just doesn't want to go down there at all. Ugh, come on. Probably not a good idea to put as big of a piece as I did. Really? Is this really going to take this long? Yeah, don't put big pieces. Let's take the skewer out. Oh, for the love of God. Alright, I'm taking out the skewer temporarily so that I can poke this stupid thing down there towards the thing. And we'll just feed it from both ends instead, because that one white piece did not want to cooperate and it wanted to act like a jackass. So that's how we deal with jackasses. We just work around them. That's what we do. Alright, so use smaller pieces of fabric and be careful with things like eyelash trim because it'll bunch up in there. So if you're going to use eyelash trim, use smaller pieces of it. And you know, it takes a little bit of patience to get this stuff in there. But your kids will probably love it. Okay. Another piece of the maroon colored. See, so now we have the white and the maroon, and I couldn't get the white any further this way, so I just started doing it from that side. And see, the eyelash trim, this time I'm going to cut a smaller piece of it and jam that in there. Smaller pieces work better. That's what we're discovering. Even if you have to do 2 or 3 of them. Yeah, because this stuff really jams up. Alright. So if you're going to use eyelash trim or anything super thick or heavy, please be sure to use small pieces. So I can fit a little bit more white in there. And then we will put the end back on and we'll be good to go from the other side. Yeah, if you got like mustard seeds or any kind of things like that, like any type of those spices or whatever that comes in like a seed type of thing, or even just seeds, this would be a cute thing to do for nature. You know, you guys can, as you're planting your seeds, you could put like a few of the seeds in a bracelet to commemorate what flowers you planted that year. I mean, you can do all kinds of cute things. So now I'm gonna put my skewer back in. Okay, good enough. And now I'm gonna put beads in here, and then we'll put the same amount of stuff on that side. So I've got seed beads that are really cute, and I want to use teal, I think. So you just jam them in there. They go right down in there. The little seed beads. I don't know about the bigger ones. Like these are the little bit bigger ones. I can try them. Like let me try some purple ones and see if they go in pretty easily. Yeah, they do. The little bigger ones do too. And if it doesn't, then you can also jam them together with your wire. Push them in. And you see how cute the seed beads look? Aren't they adorable? You could do the whole thing in seed beads. You could do the whole thing however you want. You could do it however you want to do it. I'm going to do teal and purple seed beads. I think it's cute. Seed beads are easy. The fibers are a little bit harder to do, but they'll still work. And you don't have to put the seed beads in perfectly. They kind of just fit. Any which way they'll go in. You just have to use your wire sometimes. And it definitely helped that I dipped the wire in the, what do you call it, you know. So that's cute. Purple and teal seed beads, and then we're going to move on to some more fabric, or whatever this stuff is called. Fiber. That's what I was trying to get at. This is a little, fiber's hard to deal with. Anything little and round and stuff, that goes in easy. It really doesn't like this eyelash trim at all. Jesus. I really wish I had something harder to push this down with. I really do. Because it is extremely frustrating that I cannot get anything down in there with this thing because it just bends so quickly. I really need to go see if I have somewhere have a wire hanger. So hold on again. Well, I couldn't find a piece of wire. All I'm going to say about the eyelash trim is don't use it. don't use eyelash trim because it does no good whatsoever. It just gets stuck. No matter how small of a piece you use, it's crap. I don't know why it gets stuck, because it's just a fiber like any other, I would imagine. I mean, yeah, it's got some other pieces to it, but I don't know why it's stuck. Son of a bitch. Come on. Really not digging this eyelash trim, and I think this will be the last time I use it. Just use embroidery floss, threads, but don't use anything like eyelash trim, please. You're going to frustrate yourself into wanting to slit your wrists before you ever get the bracelet on it. Because this is so frustrating. It's insane. And there's nothing I can do to get it out of there, I don't think. And it's not all the way down, packed down towards the beads, so there's like a big space. And I can't get it out. And there's like no way to get it out, because this would be my life. And definitely make sure you have a wire hanger or some sort of metal that is not going to bend the second you touch it, because that sucks. And that makes for a difficult time as well. So don't count on a piece of wire working very well. So don't do as I say, not as I do. Have you ever heard of that? Yeah. I don't have a wire hanger. Unfortunately, I'm like Mommy Dearest, no wire hangers in my house. I don't put my clothes on them. So, yeah, the only other thing I have is these, which I doubt will do me any good. So now we're going to do one with all beads. Alright, again, I'm going to take my standing block and I'm going to make the skewer fit into the end. So you need about an inch piece of skewer that would fit in order for this to work. And again, you want to keep twisting the skewer as you're doing it onto the sanding block so it doesn't just flatten one side. It's easier to do it while it's on the big stick than to try to take this little piece and go. So just make sure this end and the little inch part down is the same size before you cut it, so that you're not having one that doesn't fit. You want it to be the same size, and then you can take it and cut it like so. Just get the rough edges off. And it also helps if you oil the end of the skewer to get it in there. Okay, so this time, like I said, clean the sawdust. We're going to do beads. I have rice, but I didn't feel like sitting there dyeing a bunch of rice. That's something you can do if you would like to for your bracelets. I'm happy using beads. I'm good with that. And this time I'm going to do some random, you know what, I think I want to do the pink and the teal and purple. That's what I think I want to do. Pink, purple, and teal. This is a good project to sit outside with the kids, grab your seed beads or whatever you want to throw in there. You can make little bowls up. You know, even the neighborhood kids, a birthday party. You know, get little bowls of little things like this and sit down with them at the table and occupy their minds. You know, have them do something creative this summer. And even the boys can make them, you know, because they can make them as, you know, you can make them more on the masculine side. You know, they can do bracelets with metal beads, you know, silver and gold beads. They can make them for their sister or their mom. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. They don't have to do them for themselves if they don't want to. I love doing this. It's a lot of fun. And what's nice is you could probably wear this swimming and it probably would be fine. Could probably wear it in the water to the ocean. I would imagine it would probably be okay. But if you use like multicolor embroidery floss and you do like little pieces, you can have one of those like boho looking bracelets where it's got like little pieces of all different colors going all the way up. How cool would that be? Very cool, very cool. I think it would be really cool. And actually I might make one of those once I get some more ivy tubing, and the next time I go back to the doctor's and I go to get blood drawn, I will ask the chick nurse in the thing if she wouldn't mind giving me some of the tubing, because that's how I got it the last time. But I didn't get a very big piece. I got enough to make like 3 bracelets and obviously a child size bracelet. So I'm just throwing all kinds of colors in here. I don't really care. It'll be cute regardless of what I put in it. And colorful and pretty. Pretty, pretty. Love it. Pink again. Okay, sorry. My battery died. Yeah, I'm determined to fix that other bracelet. I'll figure it out. You know I will. I just get frustrated on camera when things go wrong that don't seem like they should be going wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's my own fault too. That teaches you a lesson when you make videos, to be prepared, you know. But I like to do things on the fly sometimes. Sometimes it's just fun to sit down and go, screw it, I'm just going to video this. Because I actually wasn't going to video the first bracelet I made. I wasn't. I was going to make one and then say, look at this, and then video, but I didn't. My own fault, I tell ya. Oh, purple. But I've never made one of these before. And when I seen her video like a while ago, it was like a year ago, and I had this ivy tubing hanging over the little arm where my camera sits. It's been sitting there for all that time since I got it about probably 4 or 5 months ago. I got the tubing. Yep. And it took all that time for me to finally get around to making a video. Somebody's calling me on the video chat, but they're gonna have to wait just a few more minutes because I have a feeling I know who it is. It's one of two people. My friends. It's one of two people that I chat with sometimes. And I love them, and they know who they are. Okay, so I left a little bit of room for the skewer, and now I'm gonna try to shove this in and hope that that was wide enough. If not, you know what I'll do? This one's a little bit big. I'm gonna try putting a drop of baby oil down and rubbing this end of the skewer in it. See, now it's saturated in baby oil. Maybe now it'll fit. Because I guess I didn't sand this end down just quite enough. Not really, but if I take these little scissors, stick it in the hole, and then stretch it out, maybe it'll stretch it just enough to fit the skewer. If not, I'll be sanding it again. Stuff doesn't like to stretch very easily, does it? Alright, let me sand it a little bit more. Don't pop out, beads. Don't pop out. I mean, it's not impossible to do it, you know, to sand it when it's not on the big part of the stick, but it is a lot easier to do it. I don't care. Ooh, there we go. Look at that. Ooh, there we go. Nice, nice. Okay. And there's my bracelet. How cute. How stinking cute is this? And I'm going to stick a charm on it. We have a few minutes, right? You have a few minutes? Since I messed up so badly in the beginning and didn't do a very good job, I'll show you how to put a charm on it. If you'll hold on. Hold your horses for 1 second, and I will go get a charm right from behind me. So hold, please. Since I was doing this for summer, and these are like beachy bracelets, look. It's a dolphin! How cute will that be, right? Okay, I'm going to slide this off. And this isn't going to come apart very easily at all. Like, I'm really pulling on it, and that's not coming out. So you're not going to have to worry about them busting if you stretch it a little over your arm. It's not going to happen. So I'm going to take a jump ring that is wide enough to fit around this freely. And then I'm probably going to use a smaller one too. Littler, ittier, bittier one to do onto that one. It gives it a little bit more free flow. Because if I just put it on the big jump ring around here, it won't have as much kind of dangle as it will if I add just one more jump ring to it. And then we will open this jump ring, put it around the bracelet, pop this jump ring on, close it. I know I'm doing it fast, but you guys know how to do jump rings. I've showed you guys before. This one's a really hard one to open, so let me use another pair of pliers before I hurt my hands. Remember, jump rings go like this way, not this way when you open them. Put on the charm. See, I told you I'd do some more jewelry videos. Even if it's not like fancy jewelry, it's something. Oh, how cute. Isn't that adorable? And I mean, too, if you're somebody who, you know, makes jewelry and sells it, how cute would this be to make some of these and sell them for $2, you know, in the summertime at your booth or whatever. I mean, they're just adorable. It's so cute. I love this. I'll probably be wearing this a lot. So that's it. That's my video. These adorable little bracelets, even though we screwed up the first one, or I screwed up. I say we as if I'm trying to pass off the blame on you guys. We screwed it up collectively, just like when you're pregnant. It's we're pregnant, even though the guy did nothing. But anyway, I'm just joking around. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you'll give it a try. If you do, send me some pictures, pinkpoodlecrafts@gmail.com. Anybody wants to make some and trade them, I'd be willing to do that. I could probably trade one. Let me have, if you guys want to trade amongst yourself in the, again, in the chat below, in the discussion below, in the comments, you guys can say, hey, I'd love to trade with somebody. I only have this one and another one to make. I will be willing to trade with anybody if they give me some time to get some more tubing first. So I need to get some more tubing because this is all I got. But if you want to trade with me and you send me some, I will, you know, make some back. You know, if you have a bunch of tubing and you're willing to sell it to me cheap, I would appreciate that. That's fine too. Just let me know because I'd like to find it somewhere cheap so I can make a bunch of these for summer. You can also make anklets. Anklets, people. How fun would anklets be? These would be so adorable with a little charm on them. Anyway, that's it. I hope you guys do what you love and love what you do and be nice to people and have a great, awesome summer. Don't forget to check out the hashtag, put it in the search, hashtag love summer art. Check out all the fun stuff that's being made for the summer. I don't know if anything's as awesome as this. I'm sure there's tons of things that are better. I'm just kidding. But these are just so cute. I'm so happy with this. This is like my favorite thing now. Yeah, I loves it. So I hope you guys have a great day. I love you guys. Bye. Mwah.